History is greatly indebted to fresco painting. Much of the knowledge we have about life in ancient times is gathered from paintings that were sealed into plaster walls and ceilings long ago. Traditional fresco is done by applying wet paint onto wet plaster. If you've thought about making fresco paintings in your classroom, but didn't like the idea of working with wet plaster, this project is for you. Hello, I'm Mary Skydema, and this lesson plan is Pastel, Fresco, Secco. Plaster of Paris, or craft plaster, is durable and easy to work with. This is a plaster blank that I've made as a base for a fresco. Simply cut a piece of burlap to use as a base for the plaster and place this on a piece of cardboard. To mix the plaster, use 2 parts plaster to 1 part water. All you need to do is mix this together until smooth, pour it out onto the burlap, and smooth again with a spatula. Let this dry for at least an hour. We're going to do our drawing directly on the plaster in pastels. Dampen the surface of the plaster slightly with a sponge or small mister bottle filled with water. This will help cut down on the amount of pastel dust and minimize smearing. Pastels work nicely on this surface, but you could also use watercolors, temperas, acrylic, or colored pencil. Really anything that isn't oil-based. Now the fun begins. We're going to make this look like an old crumbling fresco by creating stress fractures. To do this, just break it in your hands. You can whack it against the table. Imagine how much fun this is for the kids. Since the plaster has permeated the burlap, it doesn't fall off. After the fresco has been cracked, we're going to apply a coat of white glue. This process will bring the pieces back together, seal the pastel surface, and also provide a nice glossy finish. Just pour a generous amount right onto the surface of the plaster. Spread the glue with a craft stick or piece of scrap board, just like you're icing a cake. Be careful not to press too hard. You don't want to smear your pastel. The glue will dry clear for a finished fresco. Thanks for joining me. For step-by-step instructions and a materials list for the National Standards for Visual Arts Education, please go to dickblick.com/lesson plans.